Hello everyone, this is Senrex here from the Order 66 Hellions, and today I'm doing my 13th roster review on the Carlinator. Keeping with the same format we've used for the past few videos, first we're going to be going over his count, his fleets, his roster, his Datacrons in-game, and then we're going to hop back here and we're going to talk about his Grand Arena Championship, his mods, my suggestions moving forward, and then finishing off with self-promotion as always. Let's jump right into this in-game footage. Hello everyone, and today's roster review we're going over Carlinator3. It looks like he has a Supreme Leader Kylo Ren rush with a decent performance, 22nd in Fleet Arena right now, and 86th in regular arena. He is in Carbonite 3, so let's go ahead and get right into his fleets and talk about what's going on here. Now this is a new account, it's just above 2 million galactic power, but I'm seeing a lot of really good things that I like here. First, he's got his Executor, his Endurance, his Home 1. You know, before your 3 million, 4 million GP, you can't really expect to see any more fleets. He has a Rebel Y-Wing, which isn't probably really helping him a whole lot. A lot of weak ships right here that are just, probably from the Hyperdrive bundle that haven't really been improved upon. But I'm seeing a few good lineups. First of all, he's already farming his TIE Echelon, his TIE Dagger, his First Order ships to get his Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, so that fleet is looking very solid. Next, his Bounty Hunter lineup. His Houndstooth, his Slave 1 are looking very good. His Xanadu Blood's decent, and so is his IG-2000, and these are all good things that we like to see. So he's got two pretty solid fleets under 2 million GP. On top of that, an added bonus, his Geonosians are all up to Gear 12. They are Wat Tambor ready, and his TIE advances up to Relic. It looks like he's going for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and then he's going to pivot into an Executor farm. If I was in his shoes, I'm doing the same thing, just in reversed with my brand new account. Let's get right into his characters. So first and foremost, we're going to see that he has really few Gear 12 pieces on any of these Gear 12 characters, which is what you like to see. So he hasn't been, throwing gear on any characters willy-nilly, except for his First Order Stormtrooper and his First Order Executioner, who are obviously going to be needed for his Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, so that's completely fine to put them on him. What we're noticing here is he's got about 7 Relic characters and then a lot of Gear 12 characters. That is just the nature of starting a new account in this new landscape. It is so easy for new accounts to get people up to Gear 12, but it's so difficult for them to get them from Gear 12 to Gear 13 and Relic levels. So that's why we're seeing such a high number of Gear 12 units here. What does he have? He's got his Wat Tambor ready. He's got a Wat Tambor ready Geonosians. He's got his Mandalorian characters farmed up. So it looks like he's going to be going and getting, his Mandalorian, his Grief Karga. So it looks like he's going to be going and getting his Beskar Armored Mandalorian. He's got some Bounty Hunters up to Gear 12, which is what we like to see. So overall, a very, very, very solid starting performance from him. 2 Omicrons of note is he has the Iden Versio Omicron as well as the First Order TIE Pilot Omicron. These are both pretty decent Grand Arena Championship Omicrons that I would recommend. But if I was really in his shoes, I would slap that Pog Lesser Omicron on Pog Lesser ASAP, as this team goes from being a really solid C tier team in Territory Wars to an S tier team with that Pog Lesser Omicron. Scrolling down his roster, we can see that, a lot of Hyperdrive bundle characters and not a whole lot of bloat. A couple characters like Grandmaster Yoda and Padme, a couple legendaries farmed, and then a few marquee characters down here. So for a 2 million GP account, this guy's got a lot of stuff that you would want to get early on. Your Geonosians, working towards your first Galactic Legend, a lot of progress towards his first Galactic Fleet in the Executor. Now, we're going to end on Datacrons right here, and it's important to note that this guy really doesn't need Datacrons because he doesn't have a whole lot of characters up to high Relic levels or Relic levels at all, and all the characters that he does have to high Relic levels are Dark Side, and right now the Steadfast Resolve set is Light Side. So I'm going to give him a pass on not having any Datacrons, but if I was in his shoes, I would certainly recommend farming up at least 1 or 2 Archaic Rites Datacrons from the Shard Shop to level 3, just so that he can have a Datacron or 2 to use with his First Order lineup in Grand Arena Championships. So I hope you guys enjoyed this portion, and we're going to go talk about his Grand Arena Championship performance overall. First, he's not farming mods regularly. Why is this happening? I think that this is happening for one main reason. He's not really farming mods regularly. So if I was in his shoes, I would be purchasing mods from the mod shop if they are 5A with good speed secondaries, if he's got the extra currency for it. Second, I would be farming mod challenges 3 to 4 days a week. And on the days that I'm not farming mod challenges, I would be farming mod slicing materials 6B, 6A, and 6A to 6E for those 3 to 4 other days that I'm not farming it. If I was in his shoes as well, I would definitely be ensuring that all of my mods that are good are on my best characters. On top of this all, I would really, really, really recommend him spending the 350 crystal refreshes every day to get his mod score in order. As I know, compared to a lot of people in his range, he probably has lackluster mods. Going forward, what would I recommend? First and foremost, I always say finish your farms. So even though I would never really push for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren at the beginning of an account, I would say finish your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Immediately after Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, I believe that you should jump right into Executor. You've got a lot of those characters all the way up to Gear 12 right now, and I like what I'm seeing when you've got no Gear 12 plus pieces or Gear 12 pieces placed on any of these characters, showing that you're probably hoarding enough materials just to get them right up to Gear 13 at some point. So after you finish your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, I think Executor is going to be a great bet for you, as it's going to help you stay viable in Fleet Arena until people in your fleet shards start getting Leviathans, which you have a newer account, so I don't think this is really going to be an issue. Next, I would focus on rounding out some teams. I would recommend finishing your Sith Empire, your CLS Rebels, your Bounty Hunters, your Old Republic, and your Galactic Republic before you start focusing on a next Galactic Legend. A lot of these core teams are going to be a lot more useful and viable in game modes that are not Grand Arena Championships. They're going to help you score better in TB, and they're going to make your account overall more attractive to any prospective guild looking to invite you. So rounding out some of these teams, getting these characters up to relic level is going to drastically increase your roster's value before you go in and pour a bunch more resources into a new Galactic Legend. And for your second Galactic Legend, I would highly recommend Jabba the Hutt, as unlike most of the other Galactic Legends, there's no conquest character needed or required to get him. You just got to farm up the team that he comes with to get him, and you will be in great shape, as opposed to characters like Lord Vader or Jedi Master Kenobi or Rey, where you are going to farm them up. You're going to obtain the Galactic Legend, and then you're going to be stuck with half a Galactic Legend until you shell out a bunch of crystals to get them through the Proving Grounds event, or if you just wait a long, long time to farm them naturally through the Proving Grounds event. So I think Jabba the Hutt would be a great second Galactic Legend for you, but after you farm some more core teams. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm doing free roster reviews. If you like this roster review, comment your Star Wars Galaxy Figures.gg in the comments below, or your ally code, and I would be happy to provide you with one as well. I'm plugging 3 guilds, Discord link in the description below for all 3 of them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.